Dean Casamento here, Director of Melbourne Corporate Health. Hope you're well. So here you're joining me from my rear paddock on the Ballerine Peninsula, and I thought I'd send you a quick video just to summarise last week's presentation. We had a really good turnout there. We sat in, I think it was 1 to 1:30 on last Friday. We had about 50 or 60 people, and I hope those who did attend got value from it. But for those who didn't attend, and for those who did attend, I just want to quickly step through as quick as I possibly can last week's presentation. I've got some notes here. So firstly, we spoke about the statistics, the current statistics in regards to physical, mental and emotional well-being. We spoke about depression, we spoke about anxiety, we spoke about obesity, we spoke about how all of these risks are on the rise. Even though we've got more and more information, more resources available to us, our health, physically, mentally and emotionally, is on a gradual decline. And one thing I spoke about as I finished off the statistics was that 90% is purely behavioural, which means it's totally within our control. 90% of those risk factors are within our control. That was one important point that I spoke about. The second thing I spoke about was, if we're looking at making a change this year in whatever area of life, in whatever area of our life, there's three things you must consider, okay? Otherwise, you're going to get what's called a resistance to change, okay? Firstly, you need to be dissatisfied in that area. Secondly, you need to get some idea around the vision of success. And thirdly, you need to know the first step. Without those three things, you're going to get a resistance. Then thirdly, we spoke about what we call the pleasure-pain principle. And the short and curly of it is, far too many of us are linking pain to things that are actually good for us, like clean eating, like exercise, like self-awareness, meditation, mindfulness, self-reflection, whatever it is. And we're linking more pleasure to things that are actually slowly declining our physical, mental and emotional well-being. Like procrastinations, sitting in front of the TV for extended periods of time, watching too many Netflix episodes, or foods that really lack nutrient density, okay, and very high in energy, foods that are processed, all those sorts of things. So we spoke about that. Fourthly, I went through 7 things you must consider in regards to being that ultimate self, or stepping towards that ultimate self in 2019. And really the one main point that I spoke about here was that I really wanted you guys to focus on was, when we're looking at where we are today and setting up success for the future, we quickly go to goals and outcomes, but we don't focus on the identity that we need to achieve those goals and outcomes. So I challenged you, or I challenged the group, to reverse the order. Focus on the identity, focus on your why, focus on the purpose that you want to make those types of changes. And those small little action steps, those 2-minute little habits that you make, that ensures, or that's directly linked to making sure you're focusing on building that identity, okay, versus the identity of the old self. Okay, so really important versus going straight into goals and outcomes. How many times do you set a goal or an outcome and within a couple of weeks you've gone back to the old pattern, you've just totally forgotten about it? So really, really important. Fifth, we briefly touched on the BECA Health and Wellbeing Program. I'm not going to go into that because that's in the next video, okay? So we touched on what's available at BECA at the moment, and I'll step through that process. And then finally, I closed with the importance of leaning into discomfort. And I suppose I want to close this video in on the importance of leaning into discomfort. Here comes my daughter here. Do you want to say hello? I'm just doing some work. It's the importance of leaning into discomfort. Okay, I'll just get my daughter here. Just doing a video. So we spoke about, this is Grace. So hi. So we spoke about the importance of leaning into discomfort, but far too many of us step inside or stay within our comfort zone. The true growth, physically, mentally and emotionally, comes when we feel uncomfortable. So something I do each and every day, or each and every week, is if I haven't felt uncomfortable, okay, I put things in my day, I put things in my week to stretch myself. And I know that's where the real growth comes, and that's why I feel more connected to that level of fulfillment and inspiration within myself. So I hope this video made sense, and I hope it brought some clarity, and I'm probably bringing it back to conscious awareness from last week. Until next time, take care. Stay well. I'll speak to you soon. Say bye. Bye. Thank you.